Hi, Youjin. Nice to see you have another set of essays for us. Let's take a look at what you've done here. It's not called a bar graph, it's called a bar chart because we call them bar charts, line graphs, pie charts, okay? So, the bar chart gives information about the volume of shoe sales for two color types of leather in 9 European countries in a single year. Okay, that's fine. Overall, it is clear that Poland sold the most shoes with brown leather, and this was followed by Hungary. Belgium had the smallest sales in brown leather compared to other countries. In terms of black leather, Hungary had the largest shoe sales and Italy ranked second. In contrast, France ranked the last in selling black ones. And shoes would have been okay here. Okay, it's a little detailed for an overview, but it's fine. I don't really have a problem with it, so let's move on. Looking at the graph more closely, one can see that countries which sold over 100,000 brown leather shoes were Poland, Hungary, Germany, and Italy, with the same figures in Poland and Germany. Ireland, Holland, the UK, and France were the countries selling from 50 to 100,000 brown shoes would have been better here. Under 50,000 brown leather shoes were sold in Belgium. All right, I really like the way you organize this. In fact, this is one of the ways that I recommend people write this. And I'm glad you've done it like this. So let me just take a quick look at something. Okay, so I'm glad that you did it like this. So far, I'm quite happy with it. In terms of black leather shoes, Hungary, Italy, and Belgium sold over 100,000 shoes, and the gap between brown and black, that would have been a better way to say this, was the smallest in Hungary. By contrast, the gap between black and brown shoes was biggest in Belgium. The UK, Germany, Ireland, Poland, and Holland sold from 50 to 1,000 black shoes, with the figures of Germany and Ireland being same. France sold the smallest amount of black shoes, accounting for under 50,000. Okay. You could have had a little more detail here. I really am very happy with the way you organize this. This is one of the things that I always recommend to people. Maybe you've actually heard me say it in some other video corrections I've done, but you've actually quite successfully grouped things together. I really like the fact that you use those numbers along the side to give a range of figures. However, what I would have liked is at least a little detail. Like, let me show you where I mean. Like here, you said the figures of Germany and Ireland were the same. Okay, well, what were they? So since you are highlighting some pieces of information, you should have given them some data as well. Okay? That's my one complaint. The other complaint that I have is this overuse of the word one. It's a good idea to try to use pronouns and other alternative ways to create cohesion, and that's something you have to do, and I'm glad that you tried to do it. Unfortunately, it fell a little flat because it wasn't really a successful use of the word one. It was a little inaccurate. All right, but I do like your task one quite a bit. You've selected information wisely. Okay, so let's move on now to your task 2. Okay, so experts throughout both the developing and developed world have debated whether the Olympics is of great importance. Some believe that the Olympics is no longer essential to today's society. Here you want contrast. You want like a however, you want a but, you want something like that. However, personally, I strongly disagree. This essay will argue that the Olympics still plays an important role in this world, using examples from IOC and Pyeongchang Olympics with an S to demonstrate points and prove arguments. Okay, that's fine. Let's move on a little bit then. On the one hand, there is ample evidence without the word "and" here. So there is ample evidence that the Olympics does or do not have an invaluable economical effect to the country which holds the games. Here you have to use some cohesion. This is largely because a large amount of cost not a large amount of cost should be needed. That doesn't make sense. This is because a great amount of money is needed to construct Olympic stadiums, facilities for sports players, and to expand transportation. Okay, without the S. For example, a recent empirical research, without the A, by IOC demonstrated that the budgets used in a host country are more than the benefits of it. Okay. Therefore, some people believe that the Olympics does not help to develop the world's economy. And it cannot seem to be significant anymore. Okay, how about this? Not it cannot seem, but therefore does not help develop the world economy, and therefore is no longer significant. Okay, and as a result is no longer significant also would have worked. Okay. That's fine. You did something here I liked. You added this element about whether the Olympics are important or not. A lot of people skip that. They just focus on the fact that the Olympics are expensive, etc., etc. But that doesn't explain to us why they're no longer significant. You didn't do that. You explained why they are significant, so I'm happy with that. All right, now let's move on. On the other hand, although costs outweigh profits in some Olympics, the impact of Olympics cannot be overstated. The central reason behind this is twofold. Firstly, people all over the world can strengthen their bonds with an S in the process of enjoying the Olympics. For example, in the Pyeongchang Winter Olympics, capital and S in 2018, North Korea and South Korea, which are divided into two, made a united team in women's ice hockey. So they could unite despite the separated situations, with all people all over the world supporting their unity and enjoying the game. Thus, the Olympics can contribute to the bonding between countries. This is the wrong word here. To the unification, to, I don't know, definitely a different word, even though I'm not really sure which word would have been ideal here. Secondly, people can understand the culture of other countries through ceremonies in the Olympics. This is due to the fact that when countries attend an opening ceremony, in particular, they can show their special customs and cultures in front of the people watching the ceremony in the world. Thus, it is conclusively clear that the Olympics has a special meaning to share various cultures. This is strange right here. Again, it's about if the Olympics are important anymore or not. All right, remember that's what we're supposed to be talking about. So this wasn't really the best statement here. You're not telling me why the Olympics are still important. So I would have liked something a little different here, okay? Okay. From the argument and examples given, I firmly believe that we recognize the significance of the Olympics. It's particularly that the Olympics will still play an important role in the future. All right, that's fine. So basically, Youjin, there were a lot of things here that I enjoyed. There were things that were very strong. And for me, one of the really strong things in this essay is the fact that you understood some of the subtle issues of task achievement here, which is not an easy thing to do, but you did it and you did it successfully. So I'm actually very pleased with that. There were some little things, okay, that I talked about throughout this video correction. So you should know now what you need to work on. So go ahead and correct these. Let's see what you do in your next set of essays. We'll be waiting for them, okay? Good luck.